Yo, what's up, people? In this video, I have created a work of art right here. Wow, I am just like, who wants this on a t-shirt? Who's willing to pay $50 for a t-shirt with this on it? Maybe not this one. Maybe not this one. Some of my other work is much more refined, only for people with refined taste. But anyway, here we have the scales of healthy versus not healthy. I also need to think of a new name for this scale. Do you have a name for this? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Best comment wins a prize. I don't know what the prize is, but I'll think of it. Leave me a comment if you know what the prize should be. Okay, let's get serious. So, the scales of healthy versus not healthy. Now, the reason I've come up with this is because this is how I think when it comes to doing healthy things, or this is what I think. I guess when I want to gauge, I guess, whether or not I am engaging in enough healthy behaviors relative to the amount of unhealthy behaviors that I'm engaging in, right? So in the simplest, and I think that this is the way that most fit people who have fitness as kind of like a priority, I think this is how they think of it as well, right? So over here on this side, these are the healthy behaviors and things you do, I guess, which I guess are behaviors. And these are the unhealthy behaviors. Obviously, there are more, but I just kind of penciled in the most important ones that I think. Now, the secret or the equation is that the more you have on this side, the more you can have on this side. Obviously, you should not do all of these things. These things should be done rarely, if at all. These things should be done all the time. Do these as much as possible. Do these as little as possible. I know you probably are looking at some of these things. You're like, oh, but I really love alcohol and drugs and porn. I don't want to give those up. They give me so much pleasure. Yeah, I know you probably think that now, but it's much better to not have those things in your life. Alcohol maybe here and there if you want to have a drink, go out with friends and stuff like that. But do you know what's even better than having a couple drinks with friends? Is having just as good a time without alcohol. That's what's even better. When you learn how to do that, oh my God, the world opens up to you. It's crazy. Anyway, let's just look at these really quick. You guys know pretty much all of these. Need to have good sleep. Gotta have good sleep. If you don't have good sleep, all the extra stuff you're doing to be healthy is, I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but it's not going to be as effective. OMAD, eating once a day, obviously that is something that I am a fan of. Or any kind of intermittent fasting, just limit your insulin spikes, limit the frequency with which you eat, I think is good. No cookies. This is really just no trash food. Like, don't eat any garbage food in general. It's just not something you should ever really do if you want to be healthy. Have a lot of protein in your diet, specifically up here, meat and eggs, right? I was just going to leave it high protein because I'm so fucking sick of saying eat meat and eggs, but eat meat and eggs. That's it. That's all you got to do. Eat natural foods. Also, very important that you eat natural foods. I would much rather somebody eats bread, right? But bread that's made from organic whole wheat and sprouted wheat and all these like actual natural forms, natural food things that go into bread, as opposed to some sort of like, carb source that is artificial and not natural, but maybe has like a lower amount of carbs or something like that. 99 times out of 100, I would prefer the like unhealthier choice, like bread in this case, to that, as long as the bread is made in a healthy way. Fasting, also very good. Just like don't eat, bro. It's not that hard, really. Working out, obviously you should be doing that as often as possible. Proper supplementation, this is very vague, but basic things like I think everybody should be taking creatine. I think everybody should be taking agmatine. I think there are like Shilajit, I think is another very good one that pretty much anybody can take. It's good for energy. A daily walk. You don't have to do a daily walk, but if you're not doing cardio, you should be walking, for like go for a walk. Like, it's not that hard. Just do it. It's good for you. Trust me. So the more of these you have on this side, the more you can get away with occasionally doing some of the things on this side, right? If you spend most of your time eating healthy food, natural foods, yeah, okay, you can have cookies from time to time. If you work out all the time, you're super consistent with it, and you want to skip a day, go ahead, skip a day, bro. Go ahead. But if you're just like, well, he said I could skip a workout, I'm going to skip today. And like you work out like once every 3 weeks. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. If you normally don't watch porn, I guess it's okay here and there to do it. But generally, it's a bad idea. It's not something that you should ever do, theoretically. It's really just not. You can't actually make the case for it. I would love to hear somebody say that they can make the case for it. It is just bad for you. It's not good for you. It's not something that you should indulge in. However, if everything else is on point, okay, it is, I guess, acceptable to do from time to time. Similar to like, okay, you're super healthy most of the time. Once in a while, you want to like go out and get drunk and do cocaine. Okay, I guess it's fine. It's not something you should ever really do. But if everything else is on point, and then you want to go do stuff like that once in a while, I guess that's fine, right? You can. This model allows for transgressions like that. Video games, also not something that you should do unless you're like a streamer and you do it professionally, and it's like your livelihood, or that's like your dream in life is to play video games and have other people watch you play video games, which I guess is. You could do that if you want, if that's what your passion is and that's what you want to do. But if you're just playing video games obsessively and there's no like additional layer to like some benefits that you might derive from it, other than improving your hand-eye coordination, like it's just not something that you should spend a lot of time doing. Trash food. Yeah, generally shouldn't eat food that is not good. But if you have enough stuff on this side, all right, go ahead. You want to eat a fucking packet of cookie dough in a day? Go for it. Have fun, enjoy. White sugar, also not something that you should be eating. And when I say white sugar, I'm not saying like adding a packet of sugar to your coffee. That's fine. Like one little packet of sugar is not gonna fucking ruin your life, But if you drink a Coke, which is the equivalent of like 9 spoons of sugar, that's not gonna be good. You should not really ever be doing that. Once in a while, I guess a can of Coke is okay, but gross. Watching too much TV or Netflix or YouTube or whatever, like you should not be doing this. You should not. Instead of watching a lot of TV, like what do I do? And I'm obviously, if you could see what my room looks like, I'm obviously not the guy to fucking copy in life, but I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't watch a lot of YouTube unless I'm driving somewhere and, whatever. It seems to be beneficial to like learn something as I engage in transportation between one place to another. But in the morning, for example, instead of me watching YouTube, which I could easily do for an hour or two per day, instead of doing that, I choose to create these super high quality videos with this Rembrandt level artwork here. Look at the scale. How sexy is that? Look at these circles. They're so circular. Smoking weed, I'm not a fan. The one caveat to smoking weed, maybe I'll make a video on this. Actually, I probably will. Let me do that. The one time it's okay to smoke weed. All right. The one time it's okay to smoke weed, in my opinion, is at the end of the day, at night, aka at night, when you will be going to bed in a few hours, and you are about to go to the gym, and you want to get a really good workout before you go to bed. That is pretty much the only time it's okay to smoke weed. Or whatever, you're at a party and you want to like extract somebody or some group of people from the party and you're like, hey, let's go smoke a joint. I guess that's okay, but don't rely on that. Come up with other reasons or other ways to do that. But smoking weed immediately before a workout, immediately is the key, will give you some of the best workouts you have ever had in your life. In your life. It is like, and what the crazy part is you don't even really, like it goes by so quickly. You have a fucking insane workout, super fast. You don't even realize what's happening. And you just get much better progress like really quickly. Skipping cardio, like a lot of people are pretty lax on the cardio. It's generally something that if you're lifting weights is not like a high priority on your list to do cardio. That's a mistake, I think. I think everybody could benefit. You got to do cardio at least a couple times a week. You got to do it. Go on a run. I like running. Go do whatever you want. All right. So that is my awesome video, the scales of healthy versus not healthy. Do you have what did I ask you for in the beginning? I don't know. Whatever I asked you for in the beginning, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.